সারা ভারত থেকে ভক্ত এসছে বলে ইংরেজি বলছি। আজকে বাংলা বলার কথা ছিল, কিন্তু শেষ মুহূর্তে বলেছে না ইংরেজি হবে, আর বাংলা অনুবাদ হবে বাইরে যারা ইংরেজি বুঝতে পারে। Next 29, everyone can repeat. Bharata Vyapadesena Yamnarayatascha Pradashita Nisyate Yat Dharmani Sri Sudra Bhiratyakuta Bharata Vyapadesena Yamnayatascha Pradashita Nisyate Yat Dharmani Sri Sudra Bhiratyakuta
Bharata Vyapadesena Yamnayatascha Pradashita Nisyate Yat Dharmani Sri Sudra Bhiratyakuta.
Hare Krishna. Translation by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Vyasadeva said, I have under strict disciplinary vows unpretentiously worshipped the Vedas, the spiritual master, and the altar of sacrifice. I have also abided by their rulings and have shown the import of disciplic succession through the explanation of the Mahabharata, by which even women, Sudras, and others, friends of the twice born, can see the path of religion. Madhava Ashta Saki Vrinda Ki. No one can understand the import of the Vedas without having undergone a strict disciplinary vow and disciplic succession. The Vedas, spiritual masters, and sacrificial fire must be worshipped by the desiring candidate. All these intricacies of Vedic knowledge are systematically presented in Mahabharata for the understanding of the woman class, the labor class, and the unqualified members of Brahmana, Kshatriya, or Vaishya families. In this age, the Mahabharata is more essential than the original Vedas. Thus ends the Bhaktivedanta Swami translation purport to text 26, 27, 28, and 29 of chapter 4, canto 1 of the Śrīmad Bhāgavatam in the matter of the appearance of Śrīmad. Vyasadeva has done a wonderful devotional service, writing all the Vedas. Who could compare with such a wonderful service? 17 Puranas, Vedanta Sutra, even the Mahabharata. But somehow, at the end of the day, he was not feeling satisfied. Srila Prabhupada mentioned some important points. Nobody can achieve, or nobody has achieved perfection unless they're self-satisfied. In other words, one of the symptoms of perfection is you're satisfied or self-satisfied. You're in a perpetual situation where you're content and satisfied in that. For some people are satisfied out of ignorance. But that ignorance is bliss. That's not really perfection. Maya gives us some illusion, like the goat eating the grass by the side of the butcher shop. And because he has grass, he is feeling very satisfied. Is there no intelligence to understand? Within a few moments, the butcher is going to chop his head off. That's not perfection, because that's foolishness. But if somebody has the full knowledge, and if they actually achieve perfection, they should be fully satisfied. If a devotee is not feeling satisfied, that means there's some problem in their execution of Krishna consciousness. So Vyasadeva, when he wasn't feeling satisfied, and he began to contemplate and self-analyze. Self-analysis for the purpose of understanding any deficiencies in our Krishna consciousness. Therefore, it's a very much authorized process. There's three kinds of pramana: sadhu, shastra, guru. So here the shastra is showing us that we should contemplate. An example of the great sadhu Vyas, when he was in this situation, he started to analyze, why am I satisfied? Having done all these works, I should be satisfied, but I'm not. So there's a problem here. What's missing? Something is missing. Sometimes devotees, they become mechanical. I chant my 16 rounds, I'll go to Mangalarti, I'll do my service. They get down, but they're not satisfied. So they're doing everything right. Here we are saying they did everything right, but he's not satisfied. I mean, there's something that he could have done, something that's missing. So he wants to find that out. Like that, Srila Prabhupada said, the secret to get success in our Krishna consciousness. What is that secret, Shiji? Should come down. Something should come down. What should come down?
The whole process of devotion is life.
The process. Well, Prabhupada once said that if we want to get perfection, we should please the previous acharyas. The previous acharyas have revealed things that they want done. If we do those, we're assured of satisfaction. It's like distributing books. Our previous acharyas, they wanted that, especially Sri Bhakti-siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Teaching Māyāpur. This was desired by the previous acharyas, Bhakti-vinod Thakur and Bhakti-siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Building Māyāpur, everybody desired. The Prabhupada was always dedicated to doing things that were pleasing the previous acharyas. But he said that my work is only half done. So much is left to be done. So Prabhupada has left a lot for all of us to do. So we need to find out what are all the things that Prabhupada wanted to be done, and the previous acharyas wanted to be done, and develop those areas. Otherwise, we will also be dissatisfied. We don't please the previous acharyas. So this type of situation in the future, Narad Muni comes. That's why this chapter is Narad Muni's appearing. He hasn't appeared. Although Vyasa had already got his theory why I am not happy. It will be revealed in the next couple of verses. When his guru came, he also asked him to be sure. And Narad said, well, you're not an ordinary disciple, you're incarnation. So if you introspect, you'll realize. Sometimes we try to understand ourselves, we may not realize. Then we go to our guru. Even if we have an idea, we bounce it off the spiritual master to see whether it's correct or not. This is a process. We want to always be sure that what we're doing is Sadhu Shastra Guru authorized. It means that the devotees, they have to do more than just the mechanical. If they really want to get love for Krishna. One, by doing the mechanical process, may get liberation from birth and death. But that's not fully satisfying. Love of Krishna is fully satisfying. Pure devotion is fully satisfying. Svaya Pumsam Paro Dharmo Yato Bhakti Adhokshaja Haitu Kavadiyata Jayatma Suprasidati. When we are rendering devotional service which is unbroken and unmotivated, then we become suprasidati, fully satisfied. As we go to advanced levels, what that service is, that's also a factor. Rupa Goswami says, Anakulyena Anusilanam, should do favorable devotional service, which is authorized. It is following parampara. There's some fanatical people, they pick up some idea. It's not authorized by parampara. It appears to be something Krishna conscious. But they give their own deviant interpretation, not following parampara. They go on pushing that, very fanatically. This is happening in all kinds of religions. Whether it's Al Qaeda who's saying you blow up towers, you're going to create a better world. Around the world, how to get any better. Terrorists creating so much fear in people. Whether it's somebody preaching some deviant schism of Krishna consciousness, where they, just like it happened so much historically, Sahajiya's time of Bhaktivinoda Thakur, there were 13 deviant schisms from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's movement. Avol, Bhaji, Nara, Bani, Goravesha, Saki Beki, Goranga Nagari. Don't remember all of them. Don't associate with them. So now you got more basic bodies, other kind of maybe new type of sahajas, people who follow different bhavas, who claim to be avatars. South India, there's someone claiming to be Kalki avatar. He's got his watch from. Kalki's not for 400,000 years. He came a little earlier this time. You have, some Babas that claim to be Krishna, and Bengal, some people claim to be so many things. But Chaitanya, according to Shastra, his Krishna took the mood of Ram. There's one Guru claims he's avatar of Krishna also, but he's Krishna in the mood of a manjari, he's assistant to the gopis. So many speculations and so many deviations. Even if we're on the right path, not deviating, we still have to work, really try to find out what's the best use of our time. What we want pleasing to the Guru Parampara. We shouldn't just be satisfied with our mechanical person. This also creates some kind of what you call ego. I'm better than everybody else. I chant my rounds, I never miss Mangalarti, I always do everything. You do anything special, trying to do anything for Prabhupada's mission? No, I do everything perfect. I don't have time for Prabhupada's mission. I don't have time for preaching that dirties your hand, you're going to stay up late at night, people's homes, preach to them. As if Prabhupada ever went out and did house programs. He did panel programs, house programs, he did so many kinds of preaching. There are some people that are like so much into the sadhana, they can't preach. So that way you can get liberation, but will you get love of Godhead? Are we really following what Prabhupada wanted? We should do our effort how to get the... Prabhupada was trying to... He considered the world's on fire. I saw literally Prabhupada crying that the world is on fire. We have to do everything we can to put out that fire. Prabhupada can only hear the number of devotees we have in ISKCON today. Prabhupada had a much smaller number of devotees, right? We got so many devotees, congregational members, but he had the whole world on fire. Everybody heard about Hare Krishna. Even we didn't have a congregation, hardly at that time. And so many people working so hard, millions of books going out. There are more devotees and less books going out today. Why? Because Prabhupada was pushing us so much. That's why it was urgent. It was an urgent need to put the world's fire out. And he wanted in his time to achieve something for his spiritual master. When I look back at what we've been doing the past 25 years since Prabhupada left, surely we tried to do many things, but it seems like really didn't do all that. Nothing that much was achieved as what we should have done. Of course, we can say that there's a lot of achievements. There was Swami Mandir, Māyāpur, there was many buildings, many devotees. Still, not all that we could achieve. We missed many opportunities. And that's why Srila Prabhupada, he was an expert to take advantage. We didn't have all the, now we have internet, we have so many other mechanical, technological advances which we could exploit. So, I get sometimes when comes like Vyas Pujas, the Prabhupada's Vyas Puja, and I get really nervous. It's really easy to fall into the routine. Even I have a very intense routine, but maybe my routine, the Vyasadeva had a very intense program. He wrote all the Vedas. You got to think back always on the really doing the most important things. Is what I'm doing, what's going to achieve the most for Srila Prabhupada. How can I be of the best use for Srila Prabhupada? If everybody was thinking like that, and we're all directed. Everybody is really trying to push forward Prabhupada's movement. Then this movement wouldn't be doubling, it would be going exponentially. Because we have so many more devotees. If you think one devotee, if they make one new devotee here, you double. It's hardly making one devotee here. I mean, we used to have someone who only did that. He was the Bhakti program leader. And he made one devotee here, you fire him. To make one neighbor, one relative, one cousin brother, one parent, one somebody, a devotee in the whole year. It's not a big task. Somehow everybody took up this mission. Vyasadeva has his mission. He wants to please the previous acharya, he wants to please Krishna. His previous acharyas don't go back very far. It's Narada Muni and Lord Brahma and Krishna. He only has the few to please. We have a whole life. We got Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati, Bhakti Prabhupada, Bhakti Sanatana Thakur, Bhakti Swardas Bhakti, Bhakti Vinod Thakur, Jagannath Balaji. We got so many, the 6 Goswamis. They made things easier for us because they define things. I mean, Vyasadeva had like open fields. So he knew his assignment was writing Shastras. We've got already the Shastras written. Some we need to write more Shastras or to translate them into English or different languages, to write things that people can understand easier. That type of, it's like Vyasadeva wrote Mahabharata to make it easy. So there are a few writers. We have here like His Holiness Swami. He is always writing. Yesterday for my Vyas Puja, he presented me a new book that he's been working on with Bhakti Maharaj. Sometimes I try to write something. I got more half-finished books than But for most of us, it's just distributing the knowledge, how to get out the knowledge. Knowledge is there. Now we have Bhagavad, we have Gita, we have all these literatures. How to get that knowledge to people? And some people may come and listen to the class and say, what is this Maharaj doing, sitting on some big tall seat and telling everybody what to do? And they may not appreciate it. Everybody has it. But they may be just like Devananda Pandit. He didn't appreciate Lord Chaitanya. But when Bhagaveshwar Pandit preached to him, and when Bhagaveshwar Pandit showed so many wonderful Vaishnava qualities, that convinced Devananda Pandit. What he's saying must be true. And when he said that Lord Chaitanya is actually Krishna, then Devananda Pandit started to think about it. That is Krishna come as a devotee. It's actually predicted in the Mahabharata, predicted in the Purana. And yet he has those qualities. And then he got convinced, and then he realized, wow, I really could. So different, that's actually Bhagaveshwar Pandit. Sometimes it takes the next door neighbor. It takes the cousin brother, it takes the friend. That's an old. I was at a seminar of the Namhata Bhakti Vriksha world champions, and what's their secret? And they said their secret The way now they make the most devotees is through friendship. They have many fixed up devotees who believe in the philosophy, chant their 16 rounds or chant their regular rounds every day. And then they make friends with their neighbors, they just make friends. And then through their friendship, they get them to start chanting also. So Prabhupada said there's like the hard cell and the soft cell. So we sannyasis and the Brahma, we do the hard cell. Hare Krishna! Jai Hare Krishna! Now we're out here giving the hard sell. But that works for some people, other people. I mean, I know one lady, she was attending Māyāpur meetings for 2 years, and she heard so many classes that you must be vegetarian. You must, otherwise there's so much sin. But she thought anyway, this when I get old or something, I'm a Bengali, we Bengalis, we eat fish. Without fish, how we can live? So this obviously not for me. Then she went to a Bhakti Vriksha meeting, and there in the meeting they had little small group discussion. So in the group discussion, they were discussing that you become what your senses are attached to in the next life. That means if you're very attached to eating fish, next life you will become a cat. A cat like fish. Meow. And she does. So then they ask everybody, part of Bhakti Vriksha group meetings is to get your realization, your application, your upalabdhi. So what do you think about that? She thought, wow, I never thought about that. I mean, I eat fish. I like fish. Because of that, I may have to become a cat in my next life. Well, that's what the scripture says. In the Bhagavad Gita, they have that picture. Half human, half tiger. Half human, half tree. When you're like a bear, you're sleeping all the time. So, then she thought about it and said, well, I don't want to be a cat. I want to be a tiger. And from today on, I give up fish. Sometimes it was a small group meeting, a small, literally facing the reality of what we're doing. Krishna consciousness makes the most sense. Anybody with a little bit of intelligence has to accept it. And how is it so many people aren't accepting? Isn't it amazing? Anybody who's Krishna conscious understand this is so clear, it's so perfect. Then why there are so many stupid people out there that don't accept it, right? But because somehow or another it's a very well kept secret. We have to by various, and people are blocked off. In India they have so many blocks because they think, how many people when the book distributors go and say, please take Bhagavad Gita? No, I have Bhagavad Gita. My dada has Bhagavad Gita, my mama has Bhagavad Gita, my Thakur Dadu has Bhagavad Gita, all my relatives, all my grandparents, everyone has Bhagavad Gita. Sir, have you ever read Bhagavad Gita? No, I have no time, but they have it. So, it's like that, This is this new Bhagavad Gita, special, as it is, Tathajato. Asha. 6 also, there's so many ways here to somehow try to get them to get the Bhagavad Gita, but they know I'm very busy. 180 rupees to get it. That's something cheaper. It's very tough, right? Sometimes you find people, it's amazing, I've heard there's so many, 1 billion people. You get people and they actually buy the books. Once they buy the book, then we have a program called Either Course to get them to read the book. Right here, there's on Bengali. Probably most people in this room can't read it. It says Gita Study Course. That's what it says. It's written in Bengali, but it's a Gita Study Course. Everyone understands that. 6 months you get a cassette and a gift, and they get a diploma when you pass it, and it's advertising Gita Prachar section. So they have this program here, Bhakti Purushottam Maharaj, he's a genius at coming up with wonderful programs for different kinds of people. See, so many people when they get the book, they don't read it. So get them to study. And here we find they come to Māyāpur, part of the Sita Gadi course, Gita study course. Is they get to come to Māyāpur, get a discount on the guest house, and they can stay for a 4-day seminar in Bhagavad Gita. Maharaj, different Subhag Maharaj, different Pandits here, they get Bhagavad Gita course. We have also like that Bhagavad club, right? For all those who are buying the Bhagavad sets, our book distributing Bhagavad sets. So then they have, but then whether people read it. I remember one line member told me that for 3 years I had the books on the shelf, I never touched them. I never touched them. They look beautiful. Our books are very beautiful. They're nice on the shelf. Everyone can see. But he had never read the book. So one day, after 3 years, something happened. I don't know, like some divine mercy. And he decided to take out one of the books and start reading it. What is this book? And he was reading it and he said, my goodness, it's so clear. I'm a Brahmin, I'm a Pandit, I know so many suktas. Sri Sukta, Lakshmi Sukta, I know the Rusha Sukta, I know Sannyasi Sukta, I know so many suktas. But I don't know who's God. In my altar I have everybody. I have Vishnu, I have Durga, I have Kali, I have Kartikeya, I got Shiva, I got you name, I got everyone. Because I know one of them must be God, I don't know which one. Now when I read Śrīmad Bhāgavatam, it's so clear, Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. Bhagavan Sri Krishna ki! Maharaj has a program that when they buy the Bhagavatam, they read it also. This is very important. So like that, Maharaj was using his, and he has a team of people thinking about new programs. Now everybody can apply in their whatever intelligence they have, how to help other people to become Krishna conscious. And if you're a very creative person, and come and join the team with Maharaj and the Kuttayas also. I was thinking of new programs for congregational preaching, but I'm working with him on that. Trying to always come up with ideas, but at your local level also. I just got we got a report from Malaysia. There's so many, between Penang and Māyāpur, there's a big competition going on. Who can come up with the most ideas for expanding their congregation. Penang now they're expanding into the Chinese community, which is a big breakthrough. And in Kuala Lumpur they have book distribution, food for life, harinams. There's so many different programs in the congregation doing. So it's very inspiring to see how many new programs and how the people, they have youth programs. They have this Pandava Sena for the youth. So, yeah, I think that's going to be more pleasing to Prabhupada that we can somehow, I don't know, in every place it may be slightly different. What's the formula for each place? But definitely, we should be concerned, like Vyas is concerned, am I facing my previous acharyas? Am I I'm not feeling fully satisfied. Certainly we've not reached the level yet that many of us should start already be feeling fully satisfied. Because there's so much of the world which is in Maya, everywhere. And I read a very shocking article when I was on the safari about how the young, educated boys and girls in the cities, they're not maintaining their brahmacharya anymore. They're not remaining celibate before their marriage. They're imitating the West more than the Westerners. They're not worried about AIDS or anything. So it's very shocking. And how degradation is going into India's big cities very fast. Maybe in the small towns and villages it's not so much evident yet. In the big cities it's going quite quick, especially amongst the young people. Educated youth are watching television all the time. They think that this religious things is old-fashioned, boring. So how to make it interesting for the youth? Big challenges. There's so many things to do. So now, for me, I had my Purport festival, I had my safari preaching, the Vyas Puja. Now I have to go back on email. I have to start planning out all the preaching for the whole year, visiting all the other temples, visiting the different places. So now, for me, it's like, okay, now planning out and what we do for the year. I don't know for yourselves if it's like that, but seeing Vyasdev, if he been planning out, what do I do next? I still haven't got it perfect. I haven't fully satisfied Krishna. If I did, I would be fully satisfied. If Krishna is happy, we'll be happy. And I feel happiest when I'm trying to make Krishna happy. I don't say that I've achieved my goals yet, but when I'm trying to achieve them, I'm trying to even think about them, I start feeling satisfied. Not that I want to stop, because as soon as I stop, I don't feel satisfied. For me, the urgent need of Prabhupada, the message he gave us, is ISKCON has the task to make this world Krishna conscious. And every one of you is empowered and has that blessing from Prabhupada. All you have to do is try to make yourself a stronger devotee, to make yourself also to whatever capacity you have, to help others to be Krishna conscious. I know that some gurus and some missions, they say that before you preach, everybody should be very qualified, then they'll give qualified preaching. That's one outlook. But Bhaktivinoda Thakur, in his Namhata organization, he employed all kinds of people. He had sweepers, he had dalals, he had shopkeepers, he had treasurers, barbers, novices. Each one had a different task. So certainly, for someone to be a shopkeeper, he needs to know more than to be a dalal. But he said that a dalal means a broker. The shopkeeper, he has to have certain qualifications. I mean, if you're a Navhat leader, is a shopkeeper. Or a temple leader is a shopkeeper. Big shop, supermarket. Depends how big the temple is. But, so if you don't have that qualification, you can always bring people to this. You can always be a broker. If you don't have the knowledge to answer somebody's questions, if you know someone that has the knowledge, bring the people to them. And if they can selling meaning convince the person to take up Krishna consciousness.
Thank you for watching our videos. Be sure to subscribe to our channel. We publish new videos every day, and don't forget to like and share our channel.